Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are just going to jump into this a video. So what I'm doing right now is the hair in her, the back of her head, sorry, is very short. So I am just using a little bit of hair to braid it, and then I'm gonna go in with the bigger piece of braiding hair and use the small braid that I created. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but usually when your client has like really short hair in the back or around the perimeters of her hair and she wants big braids, you basically, this is called double braided. You take a little piece of hair and then you grip her hair with that, and then you use that braid as a secure, I don't even know the word to use for it, but this basically makes sure that your braids, number one, stays in, and it doesn't slip out, and it's easier for you to grip this way. So basically every area of her hair that is short, this is the method that I use, and it actually lasts longer. No, it does not hurt, because when you grip the first one, the first braid you're gonna grip tight, but the second braid you don't grip it tight because you've already gripped her hair. You're kind of just using it as a, there's a word, okay, but the word is not coming because right now it is 12 a.m. I am sleepy. I want to be in bed, but I wanted to just get this out of the way. Um, yeah, so basically, if you watch my previous video before this, in that video I will leave the link in the description box below. I was showing you guys how I part for this size braids, and now I am showing you the actual braids and what it is going to look like. The little pull that I did is just to make sure that the braid is as tight as I want it to be. I am not going to fast forward this video. I don't think I fast forwarded that. I think, not fast forward. Is it fast? Listen, I'm tired. Basically, I'm not gonna speed it up, okay? I'm gonna just let it be at its own pace so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I guess always make sure you are tucking. Ignore my children in the background, okay? They were doing their own thing. We were playing. They started school today. I was sad, but then I'm excited because I don't have to see them in my video running around. But always make sure you are tucking your client's hair, especially if you are not going to blow dry it. I am against blow drying hair. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to braid when the client's hair is at its natural state. Um, Unless they want to blow it dry, they want to blow dry it. But I usually don't really care whether it's blow dried or it is naturally natural. So it just all depends on you as a stylist and your client and what you guys like to do. So excuse me if this voiceover is a little rusty, but it is 12 a.m. in the morning and I want to be in bed. Like, I keep dozing off editing this video, so I hope I didn't leave any part in here that does not need to be in here. I don't even know, but I am so tired. But I needed to get this out of the way so that I can move on to editing the next video. So if it's a little rusty, y'all, I'm sorry. Just forgive me in advance. So somebody asked me, why do I like to section out the whole head before braiding? I started doing this technique like years ago. And I started it off actually with my own hair, because I do my own hair. I didn't want to be standing in the mirror like every second, running to the bathroom to look and then part and then coming back and So what I started doing was I started sectioning out my hair, and then I'll come sit in front of the TV or something and just braid. So I started doing it for my clients. One, because first of all, when you're getting braids, we all know that it hurts a little or it hurts a lot depending on how tender headed you are, So it's like not only are you dealing with tight braids, now you got to deal with your stylist going in and out of your hair with a comb, like basically scraping your scalp trying to make the perfect part. And then also, the other reason that I like to do that is because it actually does save a lot of time for me. And then also, it's like you already know what is going to look like or how it's going to lay. I will recommend this method honestly if you are a new braider. So then at least you know how your braids are going to fall. You don't have to get any surprises. You get to a part where like you don't have enough hair, and then you don't know if you should part your client's hair into two, and then it's just a mess. So I would definitely recommend sectioning out your client's hair before braiding. Um, it's an individual choice. I love it. I started doing it. I honestly think I invented that thing, but anywho, how? So it just, that's why I like to section it out. Number one, because I feel like it's less painful for the client, and then number two, it saves me time. So right now I'm just detangling her hair. As you can see, it is not blow dried. So some parts were really knotted up. I don't like to use a comb to detangle, especially when I'm braiding. I like to use a brush. I feel like it's easier, it's less painful. So, yeah. So moving on to the front, as you guys can see, I did the little braid and then I braided over the little braid. Again, this method is called double braiding. It's very helpful if your client has short hair. And I like for my clients to hold the edges of their braids because we all know that the edges or the perimeters of your hair is the most sensitive and easiest to break. So, and I don't want that because if I'm braiding, I'm pulling, and I don't, So I always ask my clients, hold it if you feel like it's really pulling. Even if you don't feel like it's pulling, just hold it and let me just get it out of the way. So I just went ahead and I finished up her braids. Um, I take my time between the scalp to the end of where the client's hair ends. I like to take my time around that area because I like to tuck my client's hair into the braid and make sure that her hair is not showing. So I like to take my time and make sure that it's actually tucked in there and that when I do end up going back to trim around the braids, I don't cut off my client's hair. Like I just like right now, if her hair wasn't tucked in, I'm sure I would have probably cut her hair, and that's a very big problem in this graded community right now is people just keep chopping off people's hair, but that's none of my business. So right now I'm just trimming around her braids, cutting off any, braiding hair that might be sticking out. And then once that is done, I am going to go ahead and dip it in hot water. Um, with the hot water, guys, always make sure that your ends are straight and silky, not silky, but they're straight. They're not crinkly and ugly looking. You want to make sure that they're really straight. So just dip it in the hot water. Use the towel to drench out. Use a towel to get the water out and just make sure that it is straight. You always want to tell your client not to put their hair up while it's still wet because that could make the ends crinkly and we don't want that. I don't even know what I'm saying makes sense because I'm so tired, but I hope it does. I really do. So right now I am dipping the ends in the water. I like dipping box braids better than I like dipping twist. This little boy, like he's under me 24/7. I don't know why. It's just too much. I'm so excited that he's in school now. But so basically, once you dip the hot water, you just straight. You don't crinkle it up. You don't do none of that. You just let the water dry out, and then you pull the towel down so the ends can be straight and nice looking. It's very easy. It's very simple. Please don't be like me. Get you a really good cup that has a handle that you can hold. Don't, especially if you're new to this whole thing. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay, just don't do it because I will hate for you to spill the water on yourself and or on your client. Like that's going to be a problem. So now that I am done with that part, I am going to go ahead and I am going to moisturize, grease her scalp. I am using my shea butter mix. If you guys would like to purchase it, I will leave the website in the description box below. I don't think I have that much left. Like people bought all of it and I need to make more. I think honestly I have maybe 6 of them left. I'm definitely gonna try and make more later on. I don't know when, but I will definitely make more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grease her scalp for her. It is very important. People get braids and they think once they have the braids, that's it. No, you still have to grease your scalp. You still have to do all that because um you don't want, first of all, you don't want your hair to be flaky. And then number two, when your hair is dry and not moisturized, it tends to break and pop. Sometimes people are always blaming the stylist for doing their braids too tight, but honestly sometimes it's not your stylist, it's yourself. You are supposed to moisturize your scalp and keep your scalp greased up, but you didn't do it, and that's what happens when you don't do that. So whenever I am done with my client's hair, I tell them, this is what you have to do to maintain it, to make sure that um your hair is not breaking and just it's still there. So always make sure that no matter if you have braids, whatever the case is, just make sure that you're greasing your scalp with some type of, I don't know, oil or grease. I love my shea butter baked, not bits, girl, mixed, because not only does it moisturize your hair, it also promotes hair growth. And then also, I use it for skin. My youngest son had eczema when he was born, and they prescribed me all these different medicines, and none of them worked. This is the only thing that worked until this day. The eczema has disappeared. So that's what I use for my kids also to lotion. Once I am done with greasing her scalp, I am going to go ahead and spray some oil sheen. And then that's it, guys. We are completely done. Um, it's not, and that's it. We are all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this.